He's got this super classic deep hairline here that forms an epic American historic widow's peak, which we'll get to. Hair history, where we talk about the amazing hair of people in history. Abraham Lincoln, most famous American of all time, maybe the most famous human of all time. This guy has 15,000 books written about him, more than anyone else except for Jesus. That's incredible. Also, his hair is incredible. Here we have the first confirmed photograph of Lincoln, 1846. He's 37 here. This is actually the most tame you're going to ever see his hair. Also, maybe one of the shortest. He's got this super classic deep hairline here that forms an epic American historic widow's peak, which we'll get to. Why is it so tame? Because notoriously, we got a lot of sources, Lincoln's hair was out of control. He says that, people said that, photographers said that. Why is it so tame? Well, he's headed off to Congress. This is his big sit photo, right? His class photo, you want to think about it like that, for Congress. He's going to serve one term in the Congress, 1847, 1849, for the state of Illinois. And so this is his photograph. Giant hands here, farmer rail splitter nickname, as we'll talk about, backwoods, Kentucky, Indiana, Illinois, country, frontier hands. Little blur here, Lincoln, on the thumb, because he's moving. He's moving during the photograph a little bit, couldn't stay still. The daguerreotype, remember, takes about 30 to 15 minutes in that range to the exposure length. The next picture is about 8 years later. Here it is. His hair is grown in incredible proportions. We've got a lot of lift here. The widow's peak, you can see it from this side. The hairline goes back. Now, if we compare it to this previous one, it looks like his hairline is reversed. But actually, this one on the right is a print. In other words, the daguerreotype, Wikipedia says, is helpful, is laterally reversed. In other words, when it's taken, it's swapped around like a mirror. Really cool about this photograph too is that random newspaper. What's he doing? The story is he's actually in Illinois. He's running for Senate for the state of Illinois. And he's with his friend George Schneider, who is the editor of this newspaper, the Staatszeitung. Probably said that wrong. It's an abolitionist German newspaper. So we got Lincoln here, 1854, showing support for an abolitionist newspaper this early in his career. That's crazy. Also crazy is this hair. Hair history, where we talk about the amazing hair of people in history. Not to be confused with hair history, whether or not hares are just big rabbits.